And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Hoover. Pulls it in, it's Becker. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And obviously huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. It's not going to be easy. And obviously you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke the year before that. They have been so consistent at this position as of late.
Yeah, and I think with Indiana proving who they are now as a program, like if you come here as a quarterback, you're going to have success. You're going to take a leap, a Fernando Mendoza type leap, right? Like where he was a good player, he became a great player. So people are going to continue to line up to play in a smart, efficient offense where you're going to have a lot of success.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for space. It's Turner. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Handoff to the lone back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Makes the grab. It's Kent. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Hicks. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. Looking for space. It's Wright. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here comes the option. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt! A methodical trot, and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Panthers.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. The extra point is blocked. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Martin. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. And you have, anytime you have two 1,000-yard runs.
And he's got room. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Indiana.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Wright. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to get it through the air. Dumps it to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So first down here as they go back to work. Trying to get the edge. It's right. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Connection to the right. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get
quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Maybe some room here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdue. Turning it on! Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago. Because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
Looking for room, it's Martin. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Punt is in the air. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's right.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, on second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Off play action. Right down the middle. That's reeled in. It's Yates. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Yates. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Turns it loose. Got a man. It's Richard. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And he reels it in inside the 30. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And the try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book, 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the number 9 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Bruins coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This coach knows the importance of that win. It gets him to 2-2 on the year after a nice road victory. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
I love the play call on defense. You got the offense backed up. How can you create a safety? How can you bring pressure? How can you get someone home to the QB and try to get those 2 points up on the scoreboard? They almost got it, bringing the QB down at the 1-yard line.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Backed up in their own end, don't hold the ball too long. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives, because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Makes the catch at the 35. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Excellent.
Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. The give to the right. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Hicks. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running inside. It's right. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Kick is in the air. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. At the 35, he's got room. Fine play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They'll give it to him again. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver comes in motion. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morris. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Looking for room. It's Martin. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Hauls it in. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana!
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gonna run it. It's Turner. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback. Break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those. They need to pay for him. Be physical. Make sure he doesn't catch that football.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Tight end now in motion. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The give on the counter. Here's a little room there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Now the pitch. Running through contact. They get him corralled, but not before they have their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack. The Hoosiers are marching down the field. The give on the option. Fighting off the defender. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. Before this third down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on third and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll look to throw on third and goal. On target. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to...
They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They'll run the option. He's not going to have enough for the first down. Had to get it to the 35, and now a tricky 4th down decision coming. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much. There's a crease. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
All right, well, we've seen this already on this drive before. 2nd time now, they go for it on 4th down, and they're able to get it running the football.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Takes the handoff. It's Ballard. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It'll be 3rd and long.
Flag 14! Flag 14!
unsportsmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.